Morning, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM.
What I have to
Don't
do.
tell me there can't be a winter classic here. You know what was funny to me yesterday? I'm watching the social media reaction to this, right? And I almost, you could just tell, and I know I'm guilty of this, right? You know, sometimes you guys say I have rabbit ears when it comes to South Florida hate.
Oh my God.
But you guys are really hating on the Winter Classic being down here now. Like that's the national thing. How are they going to do it? Let me just get this straight. You think they would do it if they didn't know they could do it? Like this has been not just kicked around. Like they've thought about it for a while. If they didn't think they could do it, you don't think that, like, you think that they would just, hey, you know what? We'll just have a pond of water in the middle of South Florida.
How different or how less interesting it would be if you had the Winter Classic up in the snow. It's always cold there. They're trying to
spice it up,
right?
man.
Exactly.
We're trying to spice it up. They're like, well, what? There's a winter. How are they going to do it? I don't know.
That's the interesting part.
We'll figure it out, dude.
Right.
How about you win the cup and then you can dictate where the Winter Classic is?
Is it really a Winter Classic if it's 80 degrees?
It is. But
it's in winter. During winter.
This is going to be the most intriguing Winter Classic of all time, Vlad. You'd agree?
Well, because
they did it in LA before.
Because here's the deal: if it gets too hot, they can just close the roof.
Right.
So
it's like it's got to, like, they can just open up the windows. You know, it's a little bit of a wink, but we're just having fun, baby. What's the big problem? It's because they hate the cats. And you want to know something?
You know what's funny about this?
Stop.
They hate the cats.
Can
dude.
I when I did my hit yesterday?
Yeah.
What do you think the topic of conversation was?
Jimmy?
No.
Oh, Tyreek?
Nope. And I'm talking about in Cleveland. Nope.
Winter hockey?
I don't know.
Why aren't the Cavs getting more love nationally?
Oh.
Every fan base
That's fair.
is the same damn way.
That's fair, though. I agree with
every
that.
fan base is the same damn way.
They talk more about that game last night. Like, they had a game last night for the ages where it was
it was a good game.
15-game win streak. And what were the Cavs on?
10? A 10.
Like, that should have been up and down. And what are they talking about? You got Stephen A. Smith shaming Bradley Beal, which I want to get to because that's a very interesting dynamic that's happening. But they're right. As much as I don't like to admit it, and I'll never say these words again, Jay Crawford is right.
But every fan base is like that.
No,
not every.
Not Kansas City.
Oh,
Not
I don't want to
big
hear.
But I
that.
bet you Buffalo is.
No.
Nah.
Yes.
No.
No. God,
Yes.
No, you can't be saying that if you've won 5 consecutive AFC East Division.
But
titles.
that's my point.
Yesterday, the Cats take on the Utah Hockey Club, which is still a ridiculous name. Come up with a name.
Well,
Utes.
how
I'm
about
calling
this?
them the Utes.
You know, I did the game, right?
I saw that.
So I had to, you got to connect and everything.
Yep.
I'm like, checking the Comrex. Don't see Utah Hockey Club. Got to call, find out. They're still using the Arizona Comrex.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow. They got the Yotes?
Yeah, because I was thinking, I was like, well, wait a minute. Maybe I got to use maybe I might have to use what the Heat might use for tonight because they're playing in Utah tonight. So I was like, maybe I got to use that. No, they're still using the Coyotes Comrex, but the Utah Hockey Club, they need a name.
Dude, it was so funny because even Paul Maurice, they go to him on the ice and he's like, we don't really know how to hate these guys yet. And I'm like, this is Paul. That's why I love Paul Maurice. He's like, we got to find, like, the Panthers are just so, they're so confrontational. They have to build up animosity for somebody. And he goes, all right, I get. And so what the Panthers just did is they decided in the end of the first period is we're going to spend this entire time Kachucking them, which is just Matthew Kachuk just running amok and hitting every Ute that he could.
All right.
Oh, hello, Jennifer. Wow.
It's funny you showed up when you didn't send out the beacon.
Yep. There she is, everybody.
When you didn't send
a little more. There you go.
When you didn't send out the beacon.
Yep.
Hello, Jennifer.
So what happened was Paul Maurice is like, yeah, we got to find out a way to hate them. And I think the thing that's funny about the Panthers that's become this is like, yes, very clearly all of their opponents hate their guts because Leroy, do you want to know why the Panthers here's the thing with the Panthers. They will fight anybody. And when I mean anybody because the boys, that's what they call hockey. The boys, they had a celebration the night before for
You know what? No.
What?
Now, you see how he just made that smug little comment? But then when I ask him hockey questions,
no.
he
You
get
got
mad.
He
He got
right.
mad.
That's why I
You
laughed.
get mad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
He got
I'm sorry.
No. That's what they say in hockey. I was like, so if you know so much about hockey, which I did not know they call that the boys or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'll ask my boy Tobes a hockey question. Why do you always have to ask me hockey questions? Like I'm a hockey expert.
Well, it's okay. I didn't know how to pronounce Boquist's first name yesterday, which, by the way, it is Jesper.
I know it is.
It's we call him.
You know why? You know why?
Yeah.
There's a golfer.
His
His name is Jesper Parnevik.
Is he Swedish?
Yes.
Ah.
So that's why I said it was Jesper.
That's why we call him the Yes Man.
Look.
-1.
He just trying to backtrack from that foolishness.
But even though it was a hard J, if you guys listen to Tobes yesterday, you hit on that 5-1 on a Jesper Boquist goal because he had 2 of them yesterday.
Ooh.
He had 2 of them yesterday. But anyway, so Kevin Stenlund, a friend of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday he's out there. All right, they say, "Oh, Stenny, come on, buddy," because they've been doing this tour like they did for Lomberg, where every time they get to a town where somebody was on the championship team, they did it for Montour, they did it for Lomberg. They have a dinner the night before. They give the guy his ring. It's really cool. Do you think that kept Nico Mikkola from hitting him and fighting him yesterday? No.
Dude, I'm like, I don't know what it is. And here's the thing. They annoy every other team so much that the other team wants to fight. But now they're like, oh, this is the area in which we live.
Yeah, we got you.
We've been waiting for this moment. Come get some. And then next thing you know, they go on a run.
Yep. Everything has just
a post-fight run is what I like to call it.
The cherry on top is always when the Panthers win. Final horn sounds, and then they're not going to leave the ice until they get one more fight at the Panthers. And I'm like, you guys lost. You're like, what do the kids call it today? Crashing out. That's what they do. They get the other team to crash out, take that L, and they're like, the kids say that.
No.
I mean, I'm not hip with the kids.
You know,
The kids say that, J-Fig. I'm not making that up.
You know what they call that? They call that being on tilt.
Yeah. What?
Being on tilt.
That's
Who says that? The boys?
It's poker,
That's
but
a
you
poker
can say
reference. Yeah,
it's a poker reference, but you use it in other places.
Yeah,
so
basically,
where you
you
just
crashing
get
out.
so mad you can't concentrate on
You
and
can't
do what
do
you're
anything.
supposed to do. So when that game ends and they done lost, and then they just go bat bleep crazy, on tilt.
It's just funny now because everybody's just like they go, all right, let's get welcome back to TNT, NHL on TNT. Well, I got to tell you, those Panthers, they gave a lot of fights. I'm like, man, aren't you guys supposed to like break it down in a more sophisticated way?
No, why didn't they
like,
say, why does everybody want to fight the Panthers?
19. Number 19.
Hey,
he really he is such a
And
pass.
then after the game, he's just so calm.
Yep.
Hey, well,
I mean, you hear him
that's
talk.
That's hockey.
You hear him talk. He's like the nicest guy in the world.
Yeah.
But he gets on the ice.
I think that's that
Menace.
Kachuk blood.
Absolutely.
Because even the older Kachucks look like they.
Except Grandma Kachuk. But you know, Grandma Kachuk probably has hit a bunch of them with like her purse.
Or Pan.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
she used the pan on him.
You think so?
Yeah. Pan was like a hockey stick.
She's
She was.
probably the one that trained them to have that kind of mentality.
They all said they're afraid of her.
I would be too.
I like that.
Because she was the only one judging them when both Kachucks were fighting each other.
Yeah.
The younger brother's the one. He's a little bit wilder than Matthew.
He had the broken face pretty recently, right? Didn't his mouth guard? His mom got really. He said, "My mom's gonna be furious at me because I didn't wear the mouth guard."
Let me tell you, I broke my jaw with a mouthpiece. So
Ooh.
those mouthpieces.
Mm.
I mean, yep. I fell on the fullback was blocking in front of me.
Mhm.
Bunch, no small dude. He's like 6'3", 250, right? He tripped. He fell. Oh no, somebody tripped me and I fell on the back of his heel. And his heel went up like this.
Oh,
And then when I got up, I was like, I'm having problems opening my mouth.
Wait a minute. How long you got a broken jaw?
Yeah.
You got to eat through a straw?
Yeah.
That must have been the worst part of your life, time in your life.
Well, I wasn't even. First of all, this was the hardest thing for me. I refused to eat blended food, so they had to. So it was all shakes, and
Oh, you were pooping.
I had to drink 4,000, 3,500, 4,000 calories of shakes
Oh,
just to keep my weight, and I still lost weight.
Your stomach
Man.
was not helping.
That's
you.
not fun.
Your
Just
stomach was
like
not
every like 2 hours, take a sip, drink this much, drink this much. It was brutal, but they made fun of me because they said, even with a broken jaw, we can understand fully what you're saying.
I believe that. Here's the yes man's goal yesterday. This was the game winner for the Cats.
Out of the near circle, Boquist a shot, and that's wide. Over on the far side, Verhage is there. Looks out front, Jesper Boquist, a shot, he scores! Jesper Boquist from the slot. He was set up, he rips it. Glove side, pass from Elka. And the Panthers double their lead. It's 2-0.
They've really gotten to that point too with the empty netters, where they really start gambling really long in it because it was like 2-1. They're like, all right, we got to pull them. And Boquist is just like throws a huge backhand and it goes the whole way. And you're like, goal, game's over. Now you're down 2.
So he scored the only 2 goals.
No.
he scored 4.
No, he scored 2. One was an empty netter because it goes Rhino got in the first goal. Jesper put him up 2-0. Utes got on the board, and then they pulled their goalie with 2 minutes left. Boquist hit a backhand for an empty netter, and then Luosterainen had one just to put the cherry on top.
So Jesper technically had the game winner because he scored the second goal.
Right.
I see. That's garbage.
You think it should be Rhino?
No, I just think that
Yeah, that
when
is
you
the-
say game-winning goal, I'm thinking third period, the score's tied.
Mm-mm.
Not if the score's 1-0.
Oh,
If the score's 1-0 and you play 50 more minutes of
I
hockey,
got you. You think
that's not a game winner to me.
I
thinking
get you.
last minute,
Nah.
last
Well,
second.
not last minute, but I'm saying if it's 2-2 and you score the third goal, that's a game winner. Not if it's
game decider.
right.
I just didn't
right.
even call it that. I think they call it the go ahead.
But I'm just like, but to say he had the game-winning goal and he scored in the first period.
No,
and
no,
they
it was
had-
in the third.
He scored the
No, it's, they scored goals in the second. It was-
Yeah.
No, they scored the goal in the first,
and then
they were up 1-0,
he's right,
and
he's right.
then Jesper scored it
In third
early
period.
in the third,
Like-
and then he had the empty.
Oh, okay.
First minute.
All right. So all right. I'm more, but that's a weird thing.
I get you.
You know what I mean? The go ahead is that's when it's 1-0. Right? And then like if it ends up being 1-0, they'll say the game winner. Which come on, you can't have a game. Like I've never scored a touchdown in the first quarter and said, this is the game winner.
Fair point.
Right. Okay.
Either way, Panthers do win. Back at it tomorrow or on Saturday. Excuse me, Saturday afternoon.
I don't even care about all that. You know what I'm thinking about. I know I'm gonna watch as much Panthers as I can in the middle of the night. I'm gonna get in all that. But it's Friday. Then Jimmy come back this Friday or next Friday?
No,
No,
it's
it's
next
next
Friday.
Friday.
dude. Next Friday.
Also, the next Panthers.
They play.
And the Panthers play Saturday.
Yeah, I
afternoon.
meant Saturday. Saturday afternoon.
On
Saturday.
TV.
There's a game tonight though.
No,
Heat play tonight.
yeah, he played that.
I'm talking about
Oh, who's playing?
Oh,
tonight?
Notre Dame?
Notre Dame.
Yeah,
Penn
Penn
State.
Penn State. And it like
All right.
it's a weird. That's a weird game.
Why is it weird?
Because it's this game could be the equivalent of Army playing Navy. Because that's what they do well. And I think both teams are a little bit the Notre Dame quarterback, he's a rusher. He's the third leading rusher with like 700 yards.
Oh, there's not gonna be bombs over back.
But I'm
back
saying,
going on. They're not
and
throwing the ball.
And the Penn State quarterback,
He
he's a
stinks.
little skittish. Right. So it's gonna be Army versus Navy. Or everybody gonna run the ball, might throw 3 passes.
All I want is for Al Golden to get embarrassed. That's all I want.
That ain't gonna happen. Not because of him, but because of their offense.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll take a break here on the show. Those headlines were brought to you by Doral Hyundai. Doral Hyundai, choose one with 1,300 new Hyundai miles of inventory at the Tucson, Sonata, and Palisade. Remember, when it comes to Hyundai, the great deals are at Doral Hyundai. Back with more after this.